Hi guys, so this is my analysis update on the XY guys. What am I looking for on the XY? If you watch my previous analysis on the XY, there was this break of trend line right here with this candle right here, and I think it was NFP, and I said because we were currently around my -7% fib level and we broke that trend line, there's a possibility that we might actually push to the upside, and I was expecting at least a rejection around my 78.6% fib level before I take the trade. And that is why we wait for confirmation, even despite the fact that we think we might actually push to the upside. You still have to wait for confirmation. You can see on my 15-minute time frame when we got to the down move right here, it came to my target, my fib zone, and my zone, this zone right here, which is my 78.6% fib level. We can see that even when this candlestick right here rejected and did not close down, the next bull candlestick did not engulf the previous candlestick. So that gives that the buy momentum is not that strong yet, and there's a possibility for us to continue to either push to the upside or a downside. That is why you have to be patient, even despite the fact that I predicted that I'm taking an entry around this area. That is if you're going to continue to push to the upside, but you have to wait for confluence, guys. We can see we broke this candlestick right here shows us that it's rejecting off of that zone, which was good. But we have to look that, okay, since we're in a bull move, we have to look for something for continuation, and we can see that our next bull candle did not engulf the other one, so it didn't give me any confirmation that we are going to continue to push to the upside. And as we can see that our third candlestick right here engulfed our previous candlestick and closes below the zone, so that shows that you might continue to push to the downside. And that is why confluence is really important, guys. Even despite the fact that your bias is a certain way and you've analyzed that, okay, I think that is why it's good for you to have a point of interest. When you get to the point of interest, look at how the price action works around that area before you now take your trade. Even when you're like right there, my bias was more of a buy just because of that. But when we got to the point of interest, I needed confirmation to now make it to confirm it that we are going to the bull side. But we can see that there was no confirmation there. And I saw that engulfing candle closes, engulfing bearish candle closes below that zone, so there was higher chance that you have to re-strategize and go to the next one. So this one was invalid. That was fine. So let's see, and now we can see that if you've watched my previous analysis on DXY, you knew I said if DXY continued to push to the downside, my setting target is 0.5994, and we can see that we got there, which is my -61.8% fib level. That was where we got to, right? Because that was my overall target for a bull run on the XY. Sorry, for a bearish run on the XY. So now that we got there already, let's see. There's a possibility that we might still push down a little bit to touch this trend line, or just continue to push the upside. We just have to be a little more patient. So now that we are done with my current right here, let me go to a bigger time frame just to reanalyze based on that current time frame, and let's see what we are looking for right now. So we can see that we are still on a bullish move, and we are currently around my 61.8% fib level, around this major structure right here, right around here. So now let's see this trend line. I can adjust my trend line right here, touch here and touch here to fit in the current price. Okay, right there is okay. Now let me go to a smaller time frame based on that. Let's see if there is any imbalance. Okay, right around that zone. So now I'm on a smaller time frame. What am I expecting right now, guys? I think just because we are currently around my 61.8% fib level, and if you've been watching my analysis, you know that -27% -61.8% fib level are reversal zone for me. When we get to that area, there's a higher chance of it reversing. Does it always reverse? Absolutely not, because no strategy is an holy grail, but it has a higher probability of reversing. And that is why when we get to that zone, I look at more confluent to see if you're going to reverse. So there's a possibility you might reverse up to maybe around the 1.06286 to retest this trend line right here. Then we might continue to push to the downside or break this trend line and push to the upside, depending on what we see around that area. So right now we have to be a little bit patient to see how the market reacts around that area. I can draw a short fib right here just to give me target preference, which we can see that right here we are currently, the trend line aligns perfectly well with my negative 27% fib level, which is amazing. So now I can say that my bias is a little bit of buy to the upside right here. As long as we are above this zone, right, we are above this trend line right here, then my bias is a buy until otherwise happen. If I see a break of structure, then that's fine. But now I just think that we might push down a little bit, maybe to my 61.8% fib level to give me a possible top surge, and my target to certainly be around my negative 27% fib level, and it might just wick a little bit to touch this trend line, just to retest this trend line, because we can see that the trend line was broken with this candle. So we might come here to retest, and we might still continue to see a continuation to the downside, or we might push to the upside a little bit, right? So based on this right now, when we get to this area right here, we have to be a little bit more patient to gather more data to know our next move. If I see a lot of weak rejections around that trend line, then I see a bearish engulfing candle around that area, there's a possibility chance that we might actually continue to push to the downside, and my target will probably be around this area right here, 1.5800, around that area, to touch this trend line before we now know our next move. Or if we want to buy on this, we have to see a break of trend line. I have to say break of trend line and a break of zone, retest it, then there's an higher chance for us to push to the upside. So let's just be patient and see what next. On as long as we are above this trend line, like I said, is a bull. But if we break this trend line and I see break of structure of the previous low right here, then there's a higher chance that we have changed directions and pushed to the downside. So always remember, guys, don't predict the market, you react to the market. Even don't be fixated on your bias, even if you think the direction is certain way. If you get, that's why it's good to have levels. That is why I have point of interest. This is my point of interest. If it gets to that point of interest, I will not just take it because it has gotten there. I need more confluence to show me that my bias is now solidified. That, and if not, just to re-strategize based on that price market and reanalyze based on that current price price action, guys. So that is my quick thoughts on DXY, guys. Hope you find it helpful. If you do, don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share, and I'll see you in my next analysis, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.